Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Beasts of Balance, and the good folks at Sensible Objects sent this copy along, and actually, I remember when the Kickstarter for this was running, around the time it was running, I think another game, it might have even been Legendary Creatures, but I was super interested in it at the time, but never ended up getting it, and this is basically an app-connected game where you are playing, you have your phone out, and it gets connected to this sensor system, and then you are basically going to be balancing creatures on it, these models on top of it, and then working with the app. And I'll talk about it more in a second. But art direction on these pieces is really nice. The components, the feel of them is really great. With this one, actually, you might not know this, but it can be a little hard to convince my kids to play games that I have to review all the time. But I figured with this one, since it's app connected, it'd be pretty easy. And I just left it out on the table for my kids to discover. Almost 14 and 11. And Ethan saw it. He downloaded the app, hooked it up, connected the device, and started playing. And they both got into it super quick. The app is chock full of different games, but most of them amount to some version of, we're going to tower these creatures. And I think it's an R5, I don't know what sensor they're using, but you connect it and it figures out what you're going to add, and then it knows when you've added it. And, what you'd imagine is you're balancing and trying to create a big tower. What's interesting, though, is actually in the app, there's again these different modes, but there's this idea of this ecosystem and world, and as you put animals on at different levels, they have relationships and they start breeding different combo animals, like a bull shark or bark, I don't know. And there's really a lot of interaction with the app as these animals come together, and then they might not like each other and be on land and water, and then as you go, there are these different elements you can add, or these, they're all sort of constellations, but these different arrows and other things that affect the game, and it's way more interesting than I thought it would be on the app side. They've really done a nice job bringing that creativity to it. And what they start having you do as you play cooperatively or in a battle mode is I'm trying to get you to mess up as I'm playing, but then there are these app interactions where you have to balance it, but hold your finger on the screen or press something over here, and distractions and different things going on. So it does a really nice job of creating interactions around there. Now, so I thought it was pretty cool. They've talked about it. They've played it a bunch of times since. I think probably 14. I feel like my kids are starting to age out of it a little bit. But they have continued to pick it up and play it. I feel like the sweet spot is probably more in that 6, 8, 10, 12 range, especially with the way the animals are being combined and the colors. One quibble is, as you're building it up and making the tower bigger, there is a point at which the sensor doesn't do so well anymore. And it isn't that you aren't balanced, it's that you're really just too high. And that was super disappointing. You can sort of wiggle it and get it, but, just at some point, it wasn't working anymore in this range. And, I think if you have people who are really good at balancing, that sort of sucks. I didn't love that. Also, I know there's different sets and add-ons. I obviously don't have any of those. And there is a thing when they topple off, if they fall, you have a volcano where you can put them back on. So again, it's very well thought out, very thorough. The components are really nice, and I think it works. I was curious, obviously this was sent to me, but I was curious, and I looked it up online, and it's $90 on Amazon. Not cheap. Not cheap. That's not I don't feel like I'm getting, you're getting all this technology. It's like getting a bunch of amiibos. It's sort of like amiibos. The kids used to have the Skylander toys, and that kind of technology, or the Lego one. And it's nice that it can work on the different iPhone devices. Doesn't need a console. But it's on the expensive side. I think, again, I think you want to find the sweet spot on the age. You want to make sure it's something that they can sort of learn and grow through. And again, I think at a younger, starting 6, 7, 8, that the dexterity bits will be there, and then the animal relationship learning will be there. I think if my older kid had a choice, he'd probably be like, buy me a new Bluetooth headset or something for the same price. You know what I mean? Like, but I dug it, and I really it impressed me with the creativity, connectivity, and way it was all built out. I've used a lot of these different projects. There's the Cosmos stuff and the Racer stuff, and there was, I can't remember the name of it, but the learning educational one where you're Osmos, and there's a whole, that's the Cosmo one. I don't remember the names of these things. It's been a lot of them, but it stands out, and they've really done a good job extending it. And certainly if you were able to, I think at a cheaper price it'd be a no-brainer. I think it's getting up there, right? You got to think about something that's expensive. If you have a lot of kids, though, like a family of 4 kids, I think it probably gets you your entertainment value pretty quickly. Again, there are some other versions and things like that, but this is the only one we played with. But yeah, this is Beasts of Balance. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.